Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks' starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you're going to get a heavy dose of those sinking fastballs, so you got to look for the ball to get up in the zone. If you swing at anything down, you're going to be rolling over pitches, and it's hard to get a rally started if you're hitting into double plays all day.
Jake Arrieta will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
A.J. Pollock will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
And these guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them and a postseason win under their belts already.
Arrieta gets the sign. 3-1 pitch on its way. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon. Gene Segura will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Pitch inside the throw, and it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
On a gift of a swing there, it's 3-2 now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the right fielder,
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Fowler, still going back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
And on the mound, he's got to hope he doesn't have to suffer through watching too many more of those off the bat.
Jake Lamb steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more from Game 1 after this. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Yeah, you know, you have to be careful with Daddy Longlegs himself, Dexter Fowler. He does a lot of things right at the plate. He takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, A.J. Pollock brings exceptional defense into the outfield. He won the Gold Glove in 2015 patrolling center field. There's nothing boring about the way he plays. Very aggressive, shows a lot of energy, and you can really go get him with the best of them.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hard liner toward short. And this inning starts with a solid base hit.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Into the box, Ben Zobrist. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch out, nothing doing. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
2-1, here it is. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
And now with the full count, I got to think that means in all likelihood he'll be on the move over there at first.
Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Batting third,
Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with one gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Runner at first here, 1 man out. This is line to left. In there, a base hit. Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game 1. You get the scoreless top half. And now right away you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Skied into straightaway right. Peralta is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Settling in now, Wilson Contreras, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. After 1, no score. Yasmani Tomas makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Arrieta is ready, on his way with the 3-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Wellington Castillo will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Phil Gosselin stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ripped down the first base line. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too. Jason Hayward strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. The throw into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Well, this ball is rifled down that left field line. It wasn't fair by much. You'll see it just to the right of the chalk, and he's going to hustle himself up to second with a hard hit double.
Standing in now, Jorge Soler. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Addison Russell will get his first cuts here. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is Peralta. And that's the first out of the inning. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the Cubs are going to strike first here. It's a base hit, and they have taken a 1-0 lead.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Dexter Fowler will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And you know, Matty, it was a really good at-bat he put together, too. He saw a lot of pitches, and that's exactly what you want from your leadoff guy.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Anthony Rizzo gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Full count, here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against them already, and we're just in the 2nd inning.
Chris Bryant stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more from... It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Patrick Corbin will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll get through into left, and you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than a leadoff single.
Center fielder,
A.J. Pollock will get a second shot now. He worked out a walk to open the ball game. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
the batter,
Striding into the box, Gene Segura. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the second out. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Into the box, David Peralta. Still 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Rizzo is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Wilson Contreras digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
And this usually stems from a guy that's sitting on a fastball. So when he gets that changeup, normally he's so far out on his front foot, he'll just hook it foul. But instead, this time he's able to stay back, keep his hands back just long enough to keep this one fair right down the line.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1. Jorge Soler steps up to the plate looking for a little revenge after getting hit with a pitch his first time up.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
One and one, here it is. Tries to dump this one out to left. That's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop,
Addison Russell is at the plate now. Flied out at his first at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
0-2 count, and the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Jake Arrieta will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Back to the mound and off his leg. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the third out. Weird way to end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're up 2-0. Jake Lamb is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield single. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Cubs have decided to challenge.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. Yasmani Tomas is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. Wellington Castillo comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 2-0. Dexter Fowler is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Drilled to the left side. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the dugout, and it appears they will decide not to challenge the call on the field, so the runner is out at first. Into the box now, Ben Zobrist. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Lofted in the air out to right field. Peralta on the move, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Castillo gonna have to hurry. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. We played 4 full. Cubs lead it 2-0. Phil Gosselin will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
2-1 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed, 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Arrieta into the windup. Full count pitch on its way. Hit in the air to right field. And the leadoff man gone now to start the 5th.
The pitcher, number 46.
Into the box now, Patrick Corbin. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. Digging in, A.J. Pollock. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Chris Bryant will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full, 3-2.
Oh, that's a guy up there pretty clearly gearing up for the fastball there, and he didn't get it. That's a good pitch to throw on a 3-1 count to keep a guy on.
Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Cubs.
And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys bringing it pretty good. 97 and 93 is the top recorded speed so far. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
And we'll take a look at the reaction here in show motion, and you can see him immediately go to first and say, oh yeah, he went around. Sure enough, he got the answer he was hoping for.
Jason Hayward steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they're on top, 2-0. Gene Segura will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Hit hard up the middle and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, this is a ground ball pitcher, but what happens when you get a lot of ground balls? Well, occasionally they're going to find a hole out there for base hits. So now you've got the leadoff hitter.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. No one out with a runner at second. Squared that one up just a little late. And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner, 2-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. David Peralta will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. To 2-2 now. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Now batting,
Jake Lamb stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Arrieta sets. Here's the delivery. On a good pitch there. Had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
And that's a case where he's just trying to do anything to get his guys on the board.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Yasmani Tomas strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
And another foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Jorge Soler will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Dominic Leone will take over on the mound now here in the sixth inning. Now a swing and a miss as he was trying to flick that one the other way, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. A runner at second, nobody out. On the ground to third. And taken in out there for the first out. Jake Arrieta will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Kyle Schwarber will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Yeah, putting the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen. And this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out. The 2-1 on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Dexter Fowler gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Tomas racing back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Pedro Strop is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Wellington Castillo will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game. Phil Gosselin will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Chris Owings will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 2-0. Matt Reynolds will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Lifted in the air to right field. Moving under it, Peralta looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Anthony Rizzo ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Hot shot towards the hole. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Oh, yeah, he's got that magic wand going now. That's his third hit in 4 trips, all of them singles, and he's been a tough out all game long.
2 runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Change up that time, a swing, and this one's driven out to deep left center field. This ball has a chance, and it is over the wall, a home run. So a 2-run shot to left center, his first homer here in the series, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Wilson Contreras will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Just hung in there on that one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Jason Hayward gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. And Segura will make the catch, and that ends the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, A.J. Pollock. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Hector Rondon is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. Gene Segura will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
You think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Paul Goldschmidt steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Just a touch inside. Perhaps it's 2-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Two-run home run off the bat of Paul Goldschmidt. His first homer so far in the series, and the Diamondbacks have cut the gap to 4-2 now.
This is a classic example of losing your composure after a bad call. Now, he's still teed off about that last pitch, so he doesn't concentrate on his location, and this is going to make him even madder now.
In now, David Peralta. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level, and he just can't help himself.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. On the ground up the middle, gloved by Russell, on to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Now in the box, Jake Lamb. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
That's right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Look out, that one almost got away from him, 2-2 now. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Yasmani Tomas stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 4 and the Diamondbacks 2. Andrew Chafin is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Jorge Soler will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Tomas will wait on it. 1 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Addison Russell will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
The pitcher, number 56, Hector Rondon.
Javier Baez will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Stepping in now, Dexter Fowler. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up, and a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they still lead this one 4-2.
Your attention, please.
So with a safe situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander, Aroldis Chapman. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Wellington Castillo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Chapman has the target. Here's the 2-2. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
Zobrist is able to get there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
Phil Gosselin will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ballgame.
Let's analyze this swing on swing track. This pitch is away, but you'll see him swing inside the ball and try to pull it. You got to take that the other way.
Nick Ahmed will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it.
center fielder
A.J. Pollock gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here.
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs.
number 2.
You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way. Forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner's going to come all the way around to score from first.
All even now, 2-2. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And he'll put this one away without much trouble, and the Cubs have taken their first step as they claim Game 1 here at home. This ball game is over.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 4-3. So long from Wrigleyville.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on